to Karen Fox, the Feminine Paradigm.
Let's try for real something. I wanna feel something. I'm gonna take you to the place where I belong. Another start of something, to play a part of something. Are you a star or something? Island is my home.
Hello there. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been a busy girl lately. I've been doing consults for weddings that I'll be officiating come later in the summer. We've been doing a lot of remodeling to our little Eden paradise here. Lots of setbacks, lots of moves forward, and all in the name of luxury on a budget. Now, we had a little talk about what luxury is and how to live it on a budget. Luxury is basically just being able to breathe in this day and age. The fact that we're alive, breathing, functioning human beings, that we have automobiles to take us wherever we want, that we have a roof over our head, food to eat, a bed to sleep in at night, if we have a family, if we have animals, everything is a luxury. There are so many people in so many countries that have so very little that we live like kings and queens with what we have here. So when we come from that point of view that everything in life is a luxury, how can we really complain? We can't. Now we can worry about bills that we're having a hard time paying, and we have worries about family members and their health, perhaps it's us with health issues, perhaps our automobiles are not all that dependable and we're in the process of trying to figure out how to either fix them to keep them going or to buy a new one. Our homes may be rented from someone else, and we're limited in what we can do with them, or perhaps our landlords are more slumlords than landlords, and things are kind of falling apart. If we own a home, there are always things that we have to update, renew, and refresh to keep it standing. And my home is 70 years plus, and so after 30 plus years of living here, I'm just now getting to each room and actually finishing it off so it qualifies as a room. When I moved into this home, we have a room in the very middle of the house that someone had taken a chainsaw to and buzzed a doorway into. And it had no door, it had no finishing, it was just a chainsaw buzzed opening, and it qualified for a second bedroom. So, when you have to take time to widen it up a little bit, finding a door that will fit that opening, and doing the framing and the trim work, it takes a while when you have a tiny little budget. And in those days, brand new couple, baby, very little pay, very little money for anything. And so a lot of things got pushed to the back. Which is fine, because now I have the luxury of time where I can work on all my little projects. And right now I am remodeling a bathroom, which has been molding because of its age for several years now. And I have done phase 1, which is putting some marble tile on the back wall and bench of my tub shower area. It sounds very luxurious. It looks very luxurious to me. However, the tiles were far more expensive than we were led to believe, so we've only done that one wall in tile. And we ordered tile board, which just goes up over existing walls. And you hammer it on or glue it on once you get all the mold and grime cleaned up. And it looks okay. I can live with it, The less work I have to do, the happier I am. And then, of course, picking out the new faucets and shower head and all that. It's been fun. And so that's my luxurious little project on a very tiny little budget that I have been doing. So anytime we can upgrade or remodel is a luxury. It doesn't have to be an all-out mansion style to do. It just has to be what we can afford, what looks good to us, what makes us live a little easier and pleases our senses, our style, our way of life. That's our luxury. And we should be proud of what we can do on our limited budgets. You know, we're showing that we can live a life of luxury. It does not have to cost an arm and a leg. It can be homey. It can be cute. It can be tiled marble top to bottom. It can be just a new paint job. Whatever pleases us. And that's what matters. What pleases us. It's our definition of luxury. Now, my idea is probably totally different than your idea. And your idea just might make me pause and say, okay, but it's your luxury, and I support you 100% in that. And it's fun to compare what our different styles of luxury are. And after we go through the bathroom, we're going to move on to the kitchen. We are going through every room, seeing how we personally can make these areas in our homes more luxurious, more cozy, more relaxing, more of our haven away from the craziness of the outside world. If you watch the news more than 5 minutes, you know how crazy it is out there. And our homes need to be the place where we go to get away from that, so we don't overdo on the bad of the world, because the world really isn't a horrible, horrible place. It has its problems, it has its issues, yes, and we deal with them as much as we can personally. And then it comes time where we have to shut that off, shut it out, retreat to our havens, regain our sense of peace, who we are, who we want to be, and how we're going to be. And so when we can come home to our little safe havens and we've made each room luxurious and pleasing and comfortable and safe to relax and unwind and come back to our center peace, it makes all those issues a little easier to handle. And so when we were in our bedrooms, we looked around, we decided what we might need to do to make them a little more luxurious, whether it was repainting the walls, updating the flooring, or just adding area rugs. Perhaps we wanted to set up a little seating area where we could have morning coffee with our beloved and just have those few minutes of touching and looking and just being with our beloved. We don't have that time as much as we used to in the past. And it's so key to our relationships that we take the time and make the time. Make it the key appointment of our day. Reconnect. If we have children, perhaps we want our bedrooms to be a family space where we can all cuddle in bed together and watch morning cartoons. I remember when my babies were babies. We used to all snuggle into our queen-size bed. It was warm, it was loving, it was safe, and hilarious with the cartoons. Those are the best times ever. Sometimes we'd have popcorn for breakfast because it was fun to munch on while watching our cartoons. Life can be simple and luxurious at the same time. We've looked into our hallways. Who would think the hallways are luxurious? But they can be. We can paint murals in there. We can put bookcases in there. We can make art galleries in there. We want it to be a place where people are drawn into our homes, where they can come in and feel comfortable and see how we live so we can gain better understanding each other's cultures and ways of life. And then we moved into our offices. So many of us now, especially women, are working from home and raising our families at the same time. It's vital to have a home office where you can keep track of all the bills, all the incoming cash flow, the outflows that you have to put towards your business, all the paperwork. You need a nice place where you can sit down and write and journal if you're an author or if writing is key to your business. You need to be a welcoming space if you have clients, anywhere from an Avon type business, candle business, any business where you sell to other people. It's nice to have a luxurious spot where your clients can come in, sit back, feel welcomed, feel relaxed, and take their time to go through catalogs or discuss what their luxury is to them and what they need to bring that into their home. And of course, we've now come into the bathroom area. That's my key feature right now. We're just discussing about different things that we can bring luxury into our bathrooms, make them a spa at home, whether it's just updating towels, updating the little rugs on the floor, changing out the shower curtain can make a world of difference. Bringing in scented oils and bath salts and bubble baths, candles. Those are luxury items that appease all our senses. Simply bringing in music is a joy and luxury in our bathrooms. It's a place to unwind, rejuvenate, refresh, and get rid of the cares of the day. It helps us ease into our evening hours after a stressful day, where we can get the sleep we're going to need for the next probably crazy mad day that's coming up. And then we're going to move into the other areas of our home and see what kind of luxuries we can bring. Because our homes are a special luxury that we invest so much money in. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying. A huge portion of our income, our hard work, goes into affording our homes. And we truly do need it to be our refuge. So anything that we can think of to make it more luxurious, more relaxing, more welcoming and inviting, the better. And I hope you're joining along as we go through this process. It may not seem too luxurious to a lot of people the way we're going about it, because we're doing it in a relaxed way, a laid-back way. And we're deciding what your style of luxury is, as I've said all along. Because again, luxury has different meaning for different people. And when you're on a budget, the tiniest little things make such a big difference. And I'm so glad you joined us along with all that we do. We just kind of play a lot, the practicalities of life, and see how we can make it more fun and live the life of our dream in a way that we can afford. So I hope you'll come over to www.facebook.com New Feminine Paradigm. Give us a like. Come play with us. Give us your ideas, your comments. We're going back and forth between the New Fem page and Life of Your Dreams School. You can check us out on Wix.com, New Feminine Paradigm. That's our website. We don't post a lot of things there, but it's there where you can contact us, get a hold of us, see what we can do for you to help you live the life of your dreams. We also have an app on there for your mobile phone where we give little tidbits and ideas about the things that we're loving right now. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Everything's under the New Fem name. So check us out. See if you can come play along with us. If